New Zealand, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Wasn't here last week, as you know, and so excited to be back again. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I often am struggling with making masculine cards just because I really love using flowers and all those sorts of fantastic things. But there is this stamp set in the catalogue that I want to share with you that it just really makes it easy to make fun cards for all ages, really, of the male gender. So let's flick over to the desktop and we will have a look at the stamp set. So it is on page, and I've got it here marked, on page 88, and it is called On the Ocean. It's just this little one in here, and it does come with dies, which is fantastic. And there's some fun little things in the dies. I'll just show you those. And so this is the stamp set. Love this gorgeous stamp. We're going to use it tonight, so I'll show you what that looks like. Hi Julie, welcome. Lovely to have you here. Making masculine card tonight for a change. And these are the dies. So you have these gorgeous wavy dies and obviously the boat. You can either stamp it and die cut it out or die cut one out separately. Clouds, look at this skull and crossbone, super cute. Hi Debbie, welcome along. Thanks for joining in. So let's get started. What we're going to do is just a little technique I thought we'd do tonight. I've cut out with the largest circle from the Stylish Shape dies, this big circle here. Now I added, look at that, a bit grubby, I added some glue on this, let it dry a little bit, and it's just sort of tacky. It won't rip the paper when I take it off, and it just adds that little bit of security that I know where it is. I'm going to put that there. Now I've just ripped oh hi Lena, welcome along from Canada. That's fabulous, thanks for joining. Just ripped just random, you know, and I've got two colors. Of course I'm going to do blue. I've got boho blue and misty moonlight. So I'll start off with some misty moonlight. Now this technique really just adds a bit of interest to this blending. So these are mini blending brushes that I'm using. So I'm just going to pop the paper down like this and add, and I'm just going to move it around in different directions. And as you can see, it leaves white bits. So I'm going to go back in, and so it just gives that sort of look of waves. And I don't want it to be too dark, so I am wiping off quite a bit when I am using it. Okay, go around this way this time. You can always go back and add more if you want it darker. I'm just keeping it to that sort of lighter color and move it along, get the different shapes, and then I'll have a go with the boho blue. And always see, if I'd gone straight on then I would have got quite a blob. These new ink pads, of course, are brand new, so they are quite juicy. So I'd hate to end up with a big blob. Okay. And it doesn't take long to add these. Right. Put a little bit there and over this side. This is a great technique too to use for clouds. So not it's not just for this scenario. Okay, let's lift that up. I'm going to keep my blending brushes there because see how that just really adds a beautiful point of focus interest with all that different texture and pattern. Now I'm also just going to go around just very lightly. So I'm starting off the paper and coming on. I don't want it too dark. And just adding a bit of blending around the edges. Haven't used my blending brushes for a while. Must admit I do love blending. So I have had them out a little bit lately. Just such a fantastic way to add colour and interest to your projects. Layering. And it's always better to start light and go dark. So I will add a little bit. A little bit of this on the edge just to add that bit around the edge to make it a little bit darker. There we go. So it doesn't take much, it's quite quick. Okay. So there we have our background. Let's close those. And I'm going to use that beautiful stamp. Really like this stamp. This wavy one that I pointed out. Really, really like this one. I've left this one open. This is my blueberry bushel, which is super, super inky. Been trying to clean it up, and you can see, look at my hands, absolutely covered in blue ink. So just going to stamp that along the bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the beautiful pattern and twirls and light and dark. I really just love the interest in that. Right, let's get on. Whoops, I shouldn't have touched this. No, I've got ink all over me now. That's why I had left it open. Let's grab something to wipe my hand with. My goodness. It's just one of those ones that I need to soak it up, really soak it up with a handy towel or something. Get rid of the... Now I've got ink all over my fingers, just what I didn't want. Yep. Dreadful. Everywhere. Okay, hopefully that's got most of it off. So we have the ship. So I've pre-cut the ship out, and it comes in 2 pieces. So that's the mask, but I wanted to add the old-fashioned sort of canvas, the canvas sail. So I've cut there's 2 different dies, and I'm just going to add a little bit of crumb cake to the edges of this one to give it a bit of interest as well. It's another great technique with the blending brushes. And then I'm going to just glue that on. Hi Yvonne, that's lovely to have you watching tonight. Welcome along. Okay, so let's pop that on. If I recall, you quite like masculine cards. Okay, put that one there. Right, and the other thing I'm going to put on there, I have cut out that skull and crossbones. Let's pop a little bit of glue on this guy. Oops. Get out of it. Drop down on my fingers. There we go. And we have the bottom of the boat. Now I've cut this and the other part out of the new pebbled path that we have. Love that cloud background. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite easy to do. It's so effective. Right, let's just add. So you've got to be so careful with these new ink pads. They are so juicy. And yep. Just adds a bit to that boat. There we go. They used to often have like a female figure hanging off the front of these ships, didn't they? Just coming right off the, is it the bow? Okay. Right, let's now, I've cut out some clouds. So, and look at that, I've got that blue on my finger. I'm going to put that over there. I've given it a good wipe, but it is still there. It's all right, one goes underneath anyway, so that one will now be the underneath one. Okay. It looks like the land of the long white cloud. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to position it so you don't see that inky bit. There we go. Oh, thank you, Kate. Isn't it amazing? I love it too. It's just got so much in it. It's like a hidden one of those sort of hidden gem type sets in there that just is so unassuming where it is. Right, let's put some dimensionals on this. My inky fingers. Okay. And I have to do a half a one on that one. There's just so much. Now, if you go on to Stampin' Up! Official, one of the girls in the artisan team made this beautiful array of things for parties using this set, like flags and bags and invites. Just incredible. All right. Let's get this going on. The clouds, these clouds, yes, they are. The clouds are in the set. They're in the dies. And is there a stamp? Hang on, let me have a look. Yes. So the clouds, this is the cloud die. But there's also, if you wanted to do really stormy clouds, there's a cloud in there as well in the stamp set. You do stormy seas. Okay. Put that there. And probably take that away now. I see that underneath. Still feel I need that girl on there on the front. Right. Now, I have cut out from this. These are in the specialty papers, the textured 2022 to 2024 in color textured papers. Just beautiful. Just, they are textured. I don't know if you can see that, but they are just, yeah, they would be great for you. This set would be fantastic for your grandsons, Julie. Perfect. Lovely texture and a real sort of shimmer to these. So I have used some of the, and I've forgotten what it's called. Gone right out of my head. Where it's sticky on the back, and when you die cut, you stick it on the back, and it's already sticky. Now I'm sure someone will remind me. It's Old Brain. That's what it is. Old Brain. Okay, so you just peel it off. Now let me just decide where I want to put this. I'm going to put that about there, I think. So get my basil. I haven't heard of basil. Those textured paper, they are just beautiful. They're so stunning. Okay. So it just peels off, and then you have it's sticky already. So I'll stick one there. And there, we'll trim it down in a second. And I'm going to do a blue one as well. Is basil something that was around before my time? Okay. So peeling this one off now. Now I don't want it the same. Let me turn it around the other way. That's better. And we'll trim it down. That's the old school scrapbooker coming out from way back. It's old. Oh, okay. Ah, right. Never heard of it. Right. Grab my scissors. And I've got the wrong ones here. Don't know where my other ones are. Okay. Let's trim those down. Okay. Let's start putting it on the card. So I've got a basic black base somewhere. Got a bit of this on there. And some of the blueberry bushel for the mat. And I'm just going to glue that on. Okay. And then I have already done, of course, this sentiment, which I'm going to pop there. But I've also this beautiful, what's it called? It's got a silver thread through it, though I've taken that out. It's threaded twine, and it has got this silver thread, but I don't want the silver thread. I just want some of these threads. So I've pulled it apart, very easy to do. And I'm going to put some sticky on the back. And stamp and seal. And I'm going to just pop that round. Let's see. Like so. So I need a little bit on each corner there. I don't tend to put ribbon on masculine cards at all. And so I just wanted this twine to look sort of more like what would be on the ship. trim it down as well. Obviously way too long. Let me trim some of that down already. And there we go. Right. That can go there. Got one last thing to add, or a couple of last things to add. Got this gorgeous steering wheel, which I will pop on here. And there we go. And one other thing I have got, I think I've used just about everything in there's these flags as well. So I've got to put the flag on. Black flag for the pirates. I think I've used everything in the set. No, not quite, but all right, get over there. And gonna pop that up. There we go. And you have a gorgeous, hoping this year is full of adventure and excitement. So that is a card that's a little bit more avid with the different patterns and blending in there. But if you wanted to keep it more simple, I did do this one earlier that is just very, very straightforward, just the same technique in the circle, but that's just stamped directly with the stamp. This is just added, and these are just stamps. So basically stamps, ink and paper directly on. So much more simple if you're looking for something that's a bit simpler to do. And then this one is one that my team leader Jackie, let me just make sure I get all these in the view, Jackie did. So using the reflection technique, using that beautiful stamp that I really love as well. So that's the ship on the ocean, and then you've got the moon reflecting down. So I hope you do look at this set, this stamp and dies. They really, really do have adhesive sheets. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes, so obvious really, isn't it? Adhesive sheets. So I hope you do look at this stamp set. Honestly, it is just so much in there that you can do. And as I say, look on the Stampin' Up! Official for that amazing set that that was done by an artisan. And yeah, add this to your bonus days. Remember, you're going to earn $10 for every $110 you spend here in New Zealand tomorrow for the rest of July. So great time for adding things to your shopping list. So take care, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.